Well, g'day folks, here it is, Wednesday, a little outing again. Today Chanya's chosen this one here called Our Card, which is the Outer Space Cafe and Bistro for our lunch today. And there's my girl, looking ever so stunning in her black and white. Darling, kun sawai mak ma.
Yes, I know myself.
You sure? Okay, let's see if we can go into this place. So it's another, oh, did I lock the door? Did I lock the door? No, I didn't lock the door. Oh my God. Okay, darling, into the Outer Space Cafe. It's open today. Oh, look. Sawadee. Yes, and we're all using the app again because what's happening in Samadsakan. Check in, check in, check in. Sawadee ka. So let's have a bit of a wander around to see what we've got here. The photos sort of suggested there was a little bit of an outer space theme, which is what we've got here. We've got a spaceman, a little bit of artwork on the walls. Keep hitting the space bar. But I'm still on Earth. Okay, right, yeah, funny. So it's a coffee shop and bistro. What else we got here? I need my space. We're in galaxy. I'm over the moon. Life on. Oh, yeah. Very good. Very creative. What, darling? Oh, wash the hands. Yes, yes. Hold on. A little bit more space. Nicely decorated for Christmas. Very good, very good. Lots of little space memorabilia.
Where you want to sit?
Up to you, darling. Where you want to sit? Sit here, sit inside here. Have a little space here. Have space here. No? She sits over here. Okay, can sit here. No problem. So I was thinking for today, what we might talk about today is the whole idea of retirement in Thailand. What's it really like to sit down here and not have to worry about anything? Zero stress and have a lovely girl by your side every day, every night. Who wants to go to work? Tira, you work very hard, yes?
Yes, I
Yeah,
work hard.
you work hard. And I stay home, play a game every day.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're so jealous.
too much.
Too much. We're just making our way through the menu, and there seems to be a bit of a theme here. Australian Wagyu. It seems like they specialise in beef. Not that I eat beef anymore, but it's quite a comprehensive menu. There was a special here I saw. What was that? What did I say? Oh, what's this? What? Our card barbecue. Oh, I haven't had those for ages. Was it chicken and pork, 95 baht per oh, I think I might get those. 2 of those. Just don't put the chili on it. Looks very appetizing. And there was something else, of course. What else we had here? Oh, you got pizza. Oh, it's quite a menu. And of course, that's what was the last one we saw here. Barbecue, karabuta, pork, spare ribs. Steak, Australian tenderloin steak. Mind you, that actually looks not too bad for a steak. I wonder if it actually comes out like that. Kabuta pork rib chop. Yep. Quite a decent sort of menu. Anyway, so and of course it's in English. this close to Bangkok, and we got English dishes, special drinks. Yeah. I'll tell you how it our card. Just remember this one. We'll put a pin down the bottom in the description box. You have a choice yet, darling?
No, yes.
She's still looking. Yeah.
Yes.
They certainly seem to have some interesting special drinks. How about this one here? Matcha green tea brownie and chocolate chip caramel frappe. 475 baht. It's a mouthful. I wonder what it tastes like. Of course, probably the first thing about retirement in Thailand is, oh my God, the food here. The food here is absolutely wonderful. I was just reading on Facebook there, Shane Cashman's been back in Australia for about a year or so, and he's lost 17 kilos. I said on his page, I said, is that because there's no good Thai food there anymore?
อาหารไทยอร่อยไหม
อร่อย
อาหารไทย
อาหารไทยอร่อยไหม
You say
อาหารไทยอร่อยมาก
wow you speak Thai good
You think?
อ่ะ
Sometimes you have to wait for the good food, but they're making my chicken. It was a stuffed chicken dish. Can't wait to get my teeth into that one. So this is a stuffed chicken breast with I can't really tell what berry it is, but it's stuffed with berries, and it's really quite absolutely yummy. I've never had it before. They did call it something. I'll have to look at the menu. The food wasn't good enough. She had to have dessert, a lovely fruit cake. Oh my God. You like fruit cake, darling? You sure? Now you want me to help you eat? Why?
I want to eat together
Eat together.
Yeah.
God. Well, that was one of the most interesting dinners or lunches I've had for quite some time. And my glasses of fog. Not photo, you're here. Okay, more photos. Wait. Yeah, so one of the things that, of course, I have to think about in the comparison to the working life is Thailand just has so many interesting places to go and visit all the time. Like a place like this, nobody in their right mind in Australia would make an outer space cafe and bistro, would they? It's just one of those sort of weird things that you get when you live in Thailand. Anyway, we're going to go and check the house out now, see how the build's coming along. So, where am I going? I think I put the map on how to get from there to here. Thank God for Google Maps. Yeah, so it looks like we've got some doors on upstairs as well, and then in the house now. Looks like they whitewashed the outside of it a bit. Yeah, it's coming along. But yeah, as for like the whole idea of retirement, I think one of the things the takeaway that I always have is just the lack of stress we have. And of course, the good food. The trouble is lack of stress and good food have one thing that I wasn't really prepared for is putting a bit of weight on. Over the last 4 years, I've definitely put a few pounds on over the last few years. One, because of course no stress, and secondly, because of the fact that there's so much good food to eat. But things are coming along. Strange looking pulley there with a bicycle wheel. I suppose there's one way to get stuff up the top. Yeah, things are coming along. They won't do too much. The guys are still working around here. Looks like they're putting some skirting boards on. But yeah, so things are shaping up. I don't know whether that's just the neighbours or the workers finalising that house. But yeah, it's good to just pop around. We'll make another payment next week. But all in all, things are sort of just dragging along at the normal rate that Thailand does. That's one of the things you just can't really sort of get too stressed about. You have got really no control of the way the systems work over here. And as I said, Thailand's in a bit of a recession at the moment. So the banking systems have been told by the government that don't lend money on less than 20% down payment, which is where we are right now. We haven't quite got the 20%, but that should be sort of all sorted out within the next 3 months. That's like I could dump the whole lot over at once, but the thing is, what I'm trying to do is just do it bit by bit, so we have a sort of regular, it's just enough of the banking system. It's the way we're doing it, and it sort of seems to be making sense to the Thai people, so I'm not going to get too fussed about it. Tirak, where you want to go now?
Go
What ranking?
continues.
yeah,
You want to go what
one
ranking?
ranking, yeah.
Part of what I looked for, of course, for the whole retirement thing was that sort of sense of adventure. Like you get to 50 years old, you've pretty much done everything. You've worked all your life, you've been through some ups and downs in your life, and you get to that point in time when you're just like, I'd like a new challenge. But a challenge is not like, extreme sports or something, just something different, something that sort of, is a spice of life. Beautiful girl, darling, come here. Kado. She wants to go make merit. You have a beautiful girl, like Chanya here. She take care of you, yes. And burn some incense. I won't do the whole merit thing on the video, but yeah, it's part of life. This is what you're going to look for. You're going to look for the things that you enjoy doing. Doing something different, a different country, a different culture. There's always something new you learn. It's been 4 years since I've been living here, and every day is sort of, in some ways, always the same, but every day is always a little bit different from the next one. And that's something you really look forward to when you're getting in your senior years. Wat King is one of the probably more famous temples we have out here in the West. Some great artwork on the walls, if you're into that sort of thing. They've really done a good job. Probably the camera doesn't do it anywhere near the justice it deserves. And yes, you're probably going to have to do a few temple visits if you're going to stay here a bit. It is the cultural thing to do, even if it's not part of your own pantheon or your own spiritual beliefs. You've got to respect the Thais, respect their belief system. But again, what's wrong with that? Just a bit of courtesy for somebody else's spiritual pursuits. And quite frankly, Buddhism has been around a lot longer than Christianity or Islam, and it's still around. Wat King is actually quite a nice temple to visit when there's nobody around. It is a Wednesday afternoon. It's not really a temple day, but you can make merit any time you want in your life. The place is looking very Christmassy at the moment with all the little fairy lights all around the place. Fairy lights and no people. Lovely. Of course, she wants me to take a few photos of her, of course. Why not? Kun sawai mak. Photo you, wait. Of course, if you do choose to come to live in Thailand for retirement and things like that, or even long stays, you're going to need things to do. You're going to need to have your own hobbies. It's one of the things that I think Westerners seem to lack these days because they work all their life. They don't really spend much time thinking about what to do when they don't have to turn up at 9 o'clock in the morning to go to work. Me, I always had my gaming, which has always sort of kept me busy and kept me, just trying to put things down, kept me busy and kept me thinking about what I'm going to do on the night and the weekends and things like that. There's a few things I missed, like surfing. But that was in my younger days. I hadn't really been surfing, for a good 10 years, for the last 10 years of my life, before moving here. It's one of those sort of things. We just tend to start to just slow down a bit when we get a bit older. But Thailand, with the great food we have, the great weather we have, we talk about the rainy season, but really, it's never a challenge. The rainy season's the rainy season. The rainy season clears the air. This is now the cool season. We get lovely temperatures. I think it goes down to around about 22 degrees Celsius at night. Highs are about 28 to 32 in the daytime. What more could you want? It's just one of those sort of things about Thailand. But again, to each their own. Some people like the cold. I keep on sort of saying to these people, they said, well, biologically speaking, from evolution, the first protozoa was born in the oceans, and they were definitely above freezing. So why do you want to go into freezing temperatures? Our bodies were never really designed for it. But people think I'm a bit crazy when I say things like that. Maybe I am. But anyway, if you're going to be thinking about the retirement, it's something that I think it always comes up. How do you do it? Well, that's a planning stage. If you're watching this channel now and you're under the age of 40, maybe you've got a chance. Over the age of 40, you're going to need to be stocking away 30 to 40% of your take-home pay in some sort of investment portfolio to have enough money to live in. I started when I was in my early 30s, or late 20s, early 30s. That's when I started, but that was still a bit of a challenge. But it's one of those sort of things you've got to deal with. It's a long-term plan thing. So, it's not one of these things in the modern society where you just, oh, I want to do this, and just it happens. It just, it's one of those sort of things. It's a calculated process. If you want to retire early, you've got to think about it. And yes, we've had a recent outbreak in the next province, and I think things have just slowed down quite considerably in the last few days. They're talking about locking down all of Bangkok, scaring people into submission again. But what? What, the birds? Pigeons? Flying rats? Yes, we get a few of those. Yeah, it's okay. Nice little restaurant over here on the other side there. But there's no punt taking anybody across. And quite frankly, I'm so full, I couldn't eat another thing. This is just how we spend our Wednesdays usually, Get out, go and have lunch, go and do a few things around the place. Sometimes it's shopping, sometimes it's just checking out a temple, or, making merit. Usually it's the same sort of temples. Never the same one, it's always a few different ones we go to. I don't choose them, it's what Chanya chooses. It's just a relaxing way to spend the day. For me, it's really sort of equivalent to, what would you do on a Sunday, with your loved ones? Yes, some big fish down here. Again. Oh my God. Good tucker. The fish sure know where the food is, don't they? What? They're all going to eat the fish food, are they? Right, yeah. Fair enough. It's not good practice because these are just flying rats, darling. You start doing that, they get used to it. A life of retirement here in Thailand is going to be as different for everybody as there are people on the planet. What I do is I do to please myself and to please Chanya. Other people want to get out and do and see everything and be on perpetual tourism. Quite frankly, if that was what I wanted to do, I would have started doing perpetual tourism when I was 30. Working hard. When you came to Thailand, you just wanted to relax. And so that's what I tend to do, just relax. I suppose that's why I probably also put a few kilos on. Relaxation does that. But you just got to think about it. What do you really want to do with your life? Do you want to work for the man for the rest of your life? Make his dreams come true? Well, the only way to break out of the rat race, guys, is to do it differently. And there's a few of us that have chosen to do it differently, right? You just got to take a leaf out of our books, right? It is possible. It is challenging. It can be a bit difficult at times, especially in a foreign country. But quite frankly, it's definitely worth it. Okay, darling. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you for support and subscribe and like and share for my channel, Warren.
My
Chanya.
channel. My channel, your channel.
Yes, Chanya,
And Warren.
Warren.
Chanya and Wazza. Life in Thailand.
Thank you everybody too much. I hope for everybody to enjoy for video today. See you next time. Bye bye.
Actually, I won't sign off there. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas, right, and a Happy New Year.
We wish Merry Christmas. We wish Merry Christmas. We
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Boom, 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 boom.
I want you to